Okay, I nailed it, and so let's keep on going on the hammering. I always end up hitting my fingers when I hold it like this, so I'm really, really trying to be careful. Okay, so one of the things you want to look for as you're doing this is you want to try to make sure that you've got the parallelism of this side here as it wraps around, that this side is just as wide as this side, and you can see this side's a little bit narrower on this than this one is, and this is a little bit fatter on that one. That means I've hit this more than that, or given it more pressure. But what I'm seeing is that the inside oblong, right, or the ellipse is fatter on this side than that side. So I've got to hit more on this side to have it kind of catch up to the other side. So you got a good, nice, uniform shape. It's a little bit better. So see, now you got the bottom of it, where when you put the stone on there now, the stone and the bezel will sit, and you can see the stone in the back, and then this other piece will come on top of it, and that'll go on there like that. See, now you've got the makings of the whole crown that's going to go on the ring. It's going to look a lot like that. And let me bring it in a little closer for you. See, the bezel has a place to sit. The rope or the bird nest has a place to sit. And you have good silver all the way around it, that it seats it. So I've got it to where the edge of the seat, is wider than the complete ellipse of both the rope and the bezel and the stone. So what I may do is take it a little bit further, do some hammering, so that the hammering on just on the very edges will match the ring, the hammering on the ring, and then just give it some slight texture, and that'll take a second. I'll go back to my small ball peen. Let me set this aside. Let me hammer a little bit more, straight this side out a little bit. just want to get the edge. Go around one more time. I think the hammering gives it a real kind of organic, earthy feel to it. There is an appeal for it. I kind of like the stamping, but you know, this takes a little bit more effort, I think, a little bit more time, a little bit more care. Okay, so I'll leave it like that. Now we've got everything that we need to finish and solder the stone. So the question I have is the width of this, and now the seat's going to sit on it. You're going to get some light, but it may be nicer to have it go like this on this side. Or to widen the width of the band, pull these apart. And how I would do that is hold it here and take my burnisher that I could squeeze in there and expand it. See how it's expanding? And do that slightly. Every time you do that, you know, with the pliers, the burnisher, whatever, when you're pulling and scrap metal, you are creating some indentations and marks on the surface, like on the back. I made it real careful so that it was real nice and smooth with the grinder. Then when I got it down here and trying to solder it, I was using pliers and bending. So I did mar the edges, and I'll have to clean it up with a file and then sandpaper, and take it from like a 180 grit to a 320 to 400, 600, and then we could polish it from there. But let me widen this a little bit more. Now I put this on here. See, now I'm going to see more of the stone. It's going to come through, and that sits and lays on there really nice. So I can solder it from the inside of the inside oval. I don't know if I'm going to be able to balance this. Let me see. So if you want to see what this is going to look at, like the best way to do this, put my mandrel in here. Put the ring on here. Check and see if it's still a 5 or 5.5. Yeah, we're good. That's sort of what it's going to look like. You can see that gold wire with the gold bezel. It kind of makes it rich. It contrasts nice with the silver, right, on the silver base and such. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that that rope and that in the seat kind of forms the concentricity of the outside of the ring. And yeah, we'll see how that works. Almost there. Next step is to prep the piece. I should go over here. The next step would be to prep the pieces for soldering, solder them, and then set the stone. And then, well, I shouldn't say it that way. We will prep it for solder it together. We'll leave the stone out. We're gonna polish it all up so that it's gonna be nicely polished. We're gonna tumble it a little bit to get it the initial burnished finish on it, and then we're gonna polish it after that, and we'll see what it looks like. Once it's ready, then we'll put the stone in.